Welcome back to another episode of B Tries Things. In today's episode, we are going to try the papaya. Unfortunately, Dodger got to it a little bit before I could even cut it myself. So there's a little bit of a cut here from his paw, but overall, that's okay. For today's episode, we're going to try something a little bit different, or we're going to add something a little bit different. We are going to add a rating scale to it. So just to make it a little bit more fun, I came up with a little bit of a rubric that we can use to rate how the papaya as an experience, from my personal experience, tastes like. So we have 5 categories. We have the hype score, so how excited I am to try it, or just overall how hyped to get about a papaya. And then we're going to have the gut check, so how is my stomach feeling as I eat the papaya. We're going to do a flavor punch, so how's that flavor hit in that first bite. Then we're going to do a texture vibe, so how's the chew, does it vibe well with the flavor, so we'll give a score on the texture. And finally, we'll give one on the regret scale, so how bad would I regret never having a papaya again. So just to recap some of the things that I've tried before, and I'll put them up on the screen. I went back and rated the sweet potato, which I gave a 5.6 out of 10. So 5.6, it's a slightly above average on that scale. So we also rated the salad, which I'm not surprised here that I rated a 2.6 on the tries. And then I rated the dragon fruit, which I gave a 5.4, very respectable. And finally, I rated the lychee berry, and I rated that as a 4.6. So we're gonna see where the papaya lands on this scale. So I'm really excited to try this. We were at Walmart the other day, and I was just looking for something that I could try, and this looked like a safe bet. So overall, if I'm looking at the hype, I'm giving this something similar to like a dragon fruit. It's a little lower. I'm gonna rate the papaya at like maybe like a 4 on the hype. It's a fruit. It's not that glamorous here. So overall, I'm gonna rate this as like a 4 on the hype scale. Doesn't really move the needle much, and we'll see how we go from here. So I'm gonna give this a nice cut. I don't know how to cut a papaya. I didn't do any research about how to eat a papaya, but I'm gonna treat this just like the dragon fruit. I'm gonna go in with my knife, and we'll see what we get. Based on Dodger's paw cut here, I imagine that it's pretty easy to cut into, and I don't need such a big knife. So we're gonna go right down the middle. Oh. Wow. Oh God. The seeds look disgusting. I don't think I'm supposed to eat the seeds, right? Okay. All right. Hype. The hype is, I already rated it as a 4, but it would be like a 2 now. They look like little eggs. I don't know how I feel about this one. All right, so we're going to. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here with the papaya, but I know you're not supposed to eat those. I don't know why you'd want to eat those. There's so many seeds in here, and they look disgusting. So if you've had a papaya before, I'm sure you're used to this view. So, but overall, it's got a nice color here. You know, feels good. Like the dragon fruit, comes with its own bowl, I think. But I don't think you're supposed to go in the middle. So I'm just going to work around the edges. I don't really like a fruit that I have to work much for. Ugh, it's kind of giving me like fish vibes. It kind of looks like what is that, like salmon? No. Salmon or like tuna or something. Like if you want like big tuna or something like that on that, like that's what you're gonna get. The smell's kind of weird. It doesn't smell pleasing. And every time I just look at these seeds, I am like disgusted. They look like little like baby spider eggs or something. Okay, we're gonna go for it now. We're gonna try it and see what we get. Oh. Mm. I haven't even finished the bite yet. You can't classify that as a fruit. I sure hope that it's not spoiled or anything, if that's what it's supposed to taste like. It's worse than it. It's worse. That's bad. Overall, that's texture-wise, I have to give that. I just gotta go to texture because that's the first thing I'm thinking of. I'm gonna give the texture a solid 2. The bite there, it does not mesh well. Just looking at that, it just sits there, and because it kind of reminds me of the texture of like a potato, which potato texture, it's great as a potato, but not as a fruit. It does not work that way. It kind of tastes like it's got a baked potato type texture to it. Flavor wise, oh my gosh. I didn't think I was going to say this. It's right there with the flavor of the salad at a 2. It's that bad. Like, they're both unpleasant. Gut wise, it's sitting here. Gut wise, we're okay. It's more of like that aftertaste, and maybe that's later down the road what I'm gonna change this to, is like more of like an aftertaste vibe. Like when you have the flu and you got done puking, it kind of has like that type of vibe. Like it just kind of like an aftertaste, like like you digested the fruit and then it came back up and then you ate it. That's what a papaya tastes like to me. No offense to the papaya lovers out there. So gut wise, I feel icky a little bit. Like, but I generally take more than one bite, so I'm gonna have to go in for another bite. It's only fair that I can't just end on one. I gotta be fair. Bo, you don't want any of this, buddy. I promise. Oh, I got egg in there. I shouldn't say egg. Okay, one more bite. Oh. You just expect flavor here. Like, cause look, it's juicy. It's got plenty of juice coming out. You're like, man, that's gotta be great. It just dies. Like it's like someone digested the fruit for you and then gave it to you. Like it's like if a fruit was like dying, that's what I expect the dying fruit to taste like. Like it's like a dead fruit. Yeah, I'm keeping the 2 for the texture. We're going with 2 with the flavor. Hype. Going with the 4. Gut wise, I'm tough on this one. I want to be neutral because like overall, I'm trying to rate how I feel after eating that. And my gut tells me to give it like a 5. It's not the worst. Once it gets through the mouth, like it's okay. So finally we're gonna give it a regret score. So this score is how much on a scale of 1 to 10, how much I would regret never having it again. So a higher score here means that you would really regret if you never got a chance to have like a papaya again. So with that being said, I'm just looking at my old ones here. I gave a dragon fruit a 3, gave a sweet potato a 4, lychee berry I gave that a 2. With that being said, I'm gonna have to give it a 1. So looking at the data here, I'm just gonna do a quick count. I got 9, 11, 13, 14. So 14. So that's a 2.8. A 2.8 out of 10. That puts it just above the salad. So I can definitely say that I'm not going to be having a salad with a papaya on the side. Like that would be worse. But salad still takes the rank as the worst one. So if you've ever had a papaya, I'd be very interested to see how you rate the papaya based on my rubric here. What would you give a papaya as a score? I'm very interested if my wife has had papaya. If she's, and I'll get her score eventually here. We'll see. So let me know if what would you give this score for papaya based on the hype, based on the gut, the flavor, the texture, and your regret scale. I'd be really interested to know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being kind of wimpy about the papaya, but maybe I don't have the palate for it, but it is not pleasant. Not a pleasant fruit. No, sir. No more. So if you have any suggestions also on what to try next, so I've had a couple suggestions. One of my friends wants beans and toast. Coleslaw is on the list as well, which I'm not looking forward to either of those. So if you have any ideas, feel free to drop that in the comments as well, because I will eventually get to those as I do more of these challenges. So I'm very interested. As always, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you've suffered through some of these before, I really appreciate you watching these. It's crazy to think that I'm almost up to 100 subscribers as this video will go out, and I'm just looking forward to trying more crappy foods. So once again, if you have any ideas, let me know, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.